So let's compare the concept of flow of blood through the chambers of the heart to something like um, a plumbing pipe, that PVC pipe that you use in your house. So imagine that there is a pipe like that which has blockage in this area and the flow of water is this way. Now if this blockage gets big and large, what will happen is it's going to make it difficult to flow through this part. So it's going to back up in this area. The flow of blood is very similar to this, passing through the valves. So here I have the heart drawn for you, a rough diagram. This is the right atrium, left atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle, the interventricular septum up here. This is the pulmonary artery and the aorta, and from the pulmonary artery the blood goes to the lungs. So let's just do one side. So in the right atrium, so here's the opening of the superior vena cava. So here's superior vena cava and here is the inferior vena cava. So superior vena cava brings blood from the upper part of the body. Inferior vena cava is bringing blood from the lower part of the body. And this blood flows through this right atrioventricular valve or tricuspid valve. It comes into the right ventricle. From here it flows out through this opening guarded by a valve called the pulmonary valve. It goes into the pulmonary artery and then to the lungs. Now suppose there is a situation where this valve is narrowed. So let's say this valve here is narrow. So using the same concept as before, as we did for the plumbing, so blood flowing from the superior vena cava comes into the right atrium, inferior vena cava into the right atrium, but it finds it difficult to go into the right ventricle. So it's actually going to backtrack. It's going to back up in the right atrium. This will get filled. So now it'll backtrack into the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. So these two areas will not be able to empty their blood, which means that you will find that the veins of the head area and the veins in the lower limbs now will be engorged. And so that was the concept that you needed to understand what would happen if one of these valves was blocked. So similarly, if this is blocked, it'll backtrack into the right ventricle, and from here it may even go back into the right atrium.